Hello, thank you so much for attending this virtual gala for Hillsides, a wonderful non-profit in Pasadena, California that is focused on helping children deal with trauma and mental health issues. Every little bit you can donate goes a long, long way to help these children. So please give. Thank you.
At Hillsides, we work hard to create lasting change in all the lives we touch. Many people come to us hopeless and in crisis, and we work collaboratively with them to help stabilize and improve their lives. Hillsides is one of the largest providers of mental health and human services in the San Gabriel Valley, serving more than 17,000 clients every year. We are dedicated to healing children and adults, strengthening families, and transforming communities through quality, comprehensive services and advocacy. How do we do this? By rooting our services in the needs of our clients and adopting innovative approaches to treatment, including trauma-informed care and a keen focus on diversity, equity, and inclusion. Our original site is located in Pasadena, California, on a beautiful 17-acre campus that features a new state-of-the-art student center that allows our youth to engage in an array of creative activities that are geared towards healing. We pride ourselves in operating a safe and stable environment for children and youth who have been separated from their families or caretakers and require specialized care and treatment. Nothing makes us happier than when a child reunifies with their family. Our campus also houses our dynamic Hillsides Education Center, a therapeutic residential and day school where we offer individualized education for students who struggle with social, emotional, learning, or behavioral challenges. Many children do not thrive in a typical school setting, and we are able to adapt learning to a child's individual needs so that they are successful. We also realize that a child's behavior can be tied to their environments, and so we partner with communities and schools throughout Los Angeles County to offer at-risk families and children counseling, parenting classes, mental health support, and additional resources to create stronger family environments through our family resource centers. Thousands of adults utilize this program every year, and we saw a tremendous uptick in demand for services due to the COVID crisis. Hillsides also offers foster care and adoption services through our Bienvenidos program, helping provide safe homes for more than 200 children. We are so invigorated when we are able to help a resource parent officially adopt the child or children in their care and provide them with a forever home. And our Youth Moving On program is the lifeline that many young adults who are emancipating out of foster care need as they step out on their own. Through this program, we provide former foster youth affordable quality housing and numerous independent living services to help them transition successfully to adulthood. We recognize the important role we play in partnering with children and families, and we are constantly striving to provide the best possible outcomes for everyone we treat. We have a wonderful and dedicated staff that come to work every day in support of that effort, and it shows in our results. Thank you so much for your support of Hillsides and the thousands of lives we touch every year.
Good evening. My name is Debbie Booth, and I'm the chair of the Hillsides Board of Directors. I want to extend a very warm welcome to all of you who are joining us at the 2021 virtual gala, Raising Hope. I hope you enjoyed that brief overview of Hillsides and understand how vital our work is to our community. I've been involved with Hillsides for more than 15 years, and it never ceases to amaze me how much impact this organization can have in transforming the lives of our most vulnerable children and their families. Never has this been more important or evident than in this past year of the pandemic, when it seemed the ground was shifting almost daily for many of our clients. There is so much need in our community, and we greatly appreciate your attendance at this fundraiser for Hillsides. I'd now like to introduce our MC and auctioneer, Fritz Coleman, who's been part of our gala for nearly 30 years. We are so grateful for all of your volunteerism, Fritz, and we're tremendously honored by your commitment to Hillsides, even in your retirement. Ladies and gentlemen, Fritz Coleman.
Good evening, lovely people. You made it. We're so happy. Welcome to Raising Hope, Hillsides Virtual Gala 2021. I'm Fritz Coleman. I'm so thrilled to serve as your MC and your auctioneer for this special program. I've been working with Hillsides for nearly 30 years, and I couldn't be more honored, and I couldn't miss this opportunity to support this virtual event in any way I can. We have an exciting program for you that's being live streamed all over the world. People are tuning in from all corners of the United States, from Australia, from Spain, even Belgium. So it truly is a global event. We also want to remind you to have a second computer, iPad, or smartphone available during the show so that you can check out our silent auction and live auction items and make a donation in support of Hillsides while you watch the show. I'm happy to see you. I'm giving you a chance to observe. This is a little new for me up here. I'm growing a mask. How does it look? I'm over quarantine though, done with quarantine. Now I'm wearing the mask for two reasons. One, to keep away the virus, other to hide my look of disgust. I'm done with it. And you know, the irony in this whole thing is I've been in therapy for 40 years to learn how to not isolate. And here I am, solitary confinement. All that's missing is an ankle monitor. 23 hours a day in my home, and I spend an hour trying to figure out how to make pizza on a 3D printer. But I know it's going to go away soon. Soon, the virus will leave California, probably because of the cost of living. I feel sorry for my daughter. My daughter is a college student, and she's so done with it, and she's missing the true college experience. And I say, honey, when you get older, and when you become a parent, you are going to use this experience as a way to get back at your children when they start to act up the way my parents got back at me when I would act up with the depression. Whenever I would act a little entitled, my mom would say, you have no idea how lucky you are. Back during the Depression, we were so poor, we couldn't afford a car, so Grandpa pushed the family around in a wheelbarrow. We were so poor, we had to make our own clothes out of lint. At Thanksgiving, we couldn't afford a turkey, so we roasted a hummingbird over a votive candle. It was awful. So I said to my daughter, you know, when you get older and you become a parent, this is what you'll be able to do. You'll be able to use it on your kids. When they start to act up, you'll say, you have no idea how lucky you are. Back during the great COVID-19 pandemic of 2020, we couldn't go to school. We weren't supposed to touch our face. We had to eat takeout every day. We were stuck in the house all day with our parents. It was awful. So, good things will come out of your experience. Somebody asked me what I thought the best part about the pandemic has been, if there has been a good part. And I really think there has been a good part. I think the best part of the pandemic, see if you agree with this, is that we're forced to bond with our homes. During regular times, when we have to go to work, we don't spend enough time in our homes. We spend the bulk of our time at work trying to pay for our homes. Another significant amount of time traveling to and from work in order to pay for our homes. When all is said and done, we've spent the least amount of time in the place we spend the most amount of time trying to pay for, our homes. And at the end of the year, if there's any time left over, what do? We leave home and go on vacation. So this is a chance to bond with your home. I'm doing that. I'm forced to bond with my home because I'm retired now. I retired June 26th. I was not part of a corporate downsizing. I didn't have an embarrassing Me Too moment. This was totally voluntary. I retired. And now I'm doing everything retired people do. I sold my home. I'm now living in a Series 3 Airstream trailer, parked in slot number 78 at the Golden Sunset Mobile Home Heaven in Sylmar. Maybe you've seen it. Every day you'll see me in the front yard in a lawn chair, waving at strangers, sipping a Pepto-Bismol margarita, reading a large print Reader's Digest, swatting away flies with a reverse mortgage brochure. But I'll be happy as a clam. You know why? Because tomorrow morning, Sam's Club is doing a special on Bud Light and propane, and I'll be first in line. Hope you're surviving the quarantine and the pandemic. We love you for being here tonight. And now it's time for the main event. I'm thrilled to introduce tonight's Honorary Gala chair. I love this man. He spent 11 years at the helm of Hillsides, dedicating his time and his passion in support of its programs. He's heading into retirement. Jump in the pool, Joe. He's retiring in June, and we're going to miss him desperately. Please welcome Hillside's President and CEO Emeritus, Joe Costa.
Hello, and thank you for attending Raising Hope Hillside's Virtual Gala 2021. My name is Joe Costa, and I am thrilled to serve as the honorary chair of this special event for an organization that is so close to my heart. It is so great to have all of you join us for this unique event format in support of the more than 17,000 children, youth, and families we serve. We have quite a virtual show for you that is sure to delight and inspire you. What is hope to you? Is it a wish, a desire, an inspiration? For Hillsides, hope is our fuel that drives everything we do. Tonight's theme, Raising Hope, is a reminder to all of us that no matter how dire our situations, we can always have hope. Your participation here tonight will provide hope to children and family who are very vulnerable. Before we continue the party, though, there are many people who need to be recognized. Thank you to all of our generous sponsors who have made this evening possible. I'd also like to thank the Gala Committee, which has worked tirelessly over the past 8 months to make this evening a success. Thank you, Fritz, for a fantastic evening as our MC and host for the live auction. And finally, thank you to all of you who are attending tonight. This is Hillside's biggest fundraiser of the year, and we appreciate your support more than ever during this pandemic. Every donation made tonight ensures Hillsides can continue providing critical support and services to youth and families who are vulnerable in the Los Angeles area. Now let us get on with the main event.
wonderful reminder that video was of the astonishing work that Hillsides does to raise hope for its many clients in need. Let's raise some money now, folks, to help support these kids and make their dreams come true. We have a few terrific live auction items now in some truly spectacular packages that you can get at a very reasonable price. And I want to tell you before we start a couple of things. We're going to start at a certain level of bidding because, as you know, this live auction has been online since Wednesday, so we've achieved a certain base, and we're going to start from there and build our way up, and we hope you'll bid enthusiastically. Let's look at the bottom line. We didn't make you get dressed up to go out tonight. You didn't have to spend a lot of money on an expensive dress. You didn't have to go to the dry bar and get a blowout. You didn't have to borrow expensive jewelry from a neighbor to look beautiful for this event. You don't have to pay for the valet parker. The very fact that we're making this as easy as possible should mean that you will bid enthusiastic on these wonderful packages. Here's item number one, a private affair. 10 lucky guests will be treated to a fabulous evening of gourmet food, wine, and live music at your home. The evening will begin with cocktails and hors d'oeuvres, accented by live music. Acclaimed chef Claude Beltran will work his magic to create a multi-course dinner with wine pairings that you will never forget. Chef Beltran studied under the master chef Thomas Keller of French Laundry fame, and he is recently a participant on the cooking show Beat Bobby Flay on Food TV Network. This will be one of the most unique, enriching, and fun-filled evenings you will ever experience. And again, we've had this on the air since Wednesday, so right now our bidding sits at $1,500, a fantastic start. If you would like to bid $2,000, click that bid button at the top of your screen there, and after a reasonable amount of time, after the signal gets bounced off 7 satellites, we will have the information come into our large screen here, and we will be able to follow the bidding. So right now, Jeannie K has bid $1,500, and we appreciate that so much. Bidding is so easy. You can go to the top of your screen and figure out a way to just do a one-click bid and help us out. Item number one, a fantastic evening for 10. And God willing, we won't have to wear masks. And God willing, you won't have to tent your driveway in order to entertain these guests. We'll be able to do it in the beautiful confines of your home. So we have a bid of $1,500 now. We'd like to go up to $2,000 if we could. And if you'll register your bid, we'll register it with our viewers, and maybe you'll be enthusiastic to help us out with the bidding. Let's see where we stand. Jeannie K is at $1,500. Annika Howard. Thank you, Annika. She's up to $1,750. $1,750. Thank you, Annika. Would anybody like to do $2,000? Who would like to do $2,000? This is 10 people at your home. It couldn't be more convenient. Your home will never smell as lovely and be as beautifully appointed as it will be when we have Chef Beltran bring his team over there and create a beautiful evening for you. $1,750 is the current bid from Annika Howard. Let's see if we can do a little better. Anonymous. We appreciate your humility. Only $2,000. That's what we're looking for. $2,000 is the bid. How about $2,250? We'll go up $250. Anybody at $2,250? Anonymous, that generous person, has donated $2,000. How about $2,250? Would you like this evening for 10 at 22? There's my bid. Laura Lynn Derringer, bless you, $2,250 currently, $2,250. I'd love to see $2,500. Not that we don't want you to get it, Lauren. Anonymous is at $2,500. Thank you so very much. And we'll continue to climb. We're starting to warm up a little bit. The ice is melting, and we're at $2,500 from Anonymous. It's not that we don't love you, Anonymous, but we'd love to see if we can go a little bit higher. Anybody at $2,750? How about $2,700? There's my $2,750. Annika Howard shows her enthusiasm by staying in it. $2,750. How about an even $3,000 for the 10-person gorgeous evening at your home? Love to see $3,000. Let's prove to Chef Beltran that we are so appreciative of his skills and talent, and we know it's going to be a spectacular evening. How about an even $3,000 bid? Can we close it out at $3,000? Annika Howard says $2,750. How about $3,000? Love to close out at $3,000 even. One more opportunity here. Anybody? Annika Howard seems to have it. The closing bid at $3,000 from Anonymous. See, Anonymous, that's why you're anonymous, because you're giving us a aneurysm here. I'm waiting for you to bid. $3,000 is the bid. Bless you. Thank you so much. How about $3,250? Annika, stay in this. You're emotionally invested in this. How about $3,250, Annika? Will you do that? We're at $3,000 from Anonymous. And Anonymous, we will find out who you are, because you can't sign your check anonymous. How about $3,250? Anybody? How about it, Annika? Will you stay in? Will you keep the excitement going at $3,250? $3,000 is our bid. We're at $3,000 even. We want to press forward here. We're at $3,000. Last chance, last time. $3,000 going once to $3,250. Pam Mahon, our hero. We love that lady. She's a Hillside angel. She's done so much for us. And later on this evening, you'll see her make several appearances. We love you, Pam. $3,250, our current bid. How about $3,500? Anonymous. Annika, are you back in for $3,500? We're at $3,200. $3,500 from Anonymous. Thank you very, very much. Love to see $3,750. How about $3,750? Anybody? Pam, you want to come back in? Annika Howard, you want to come back in? Annika's bowed out, and let's see if she gets back in. We're at $3,500 from our friend Anonymous. How about $3,750? Could we close out at $3,750? Anybody at $3,750? $3,750 from Pam. Oh, man. We love you. Here's a virtual hug for you. A maskless virtual hug, Pam, for being so lovely. $3,750. How about $4,000? Anybody at $4,000? Annika, how about $4,000? Anonymous. $4,000 from Anonymous. I can't wait to hear who Anonymous is. $4,000. Can we do $4,250? Anybody at $4,250? Let's see if we can get close. It would be great. See, I have a real-time measurement of your generosity right here. As soon as you do it, it comes right to my screen. Could we see $4,250? Are we going to give Anonymous this last opportunity? $4,000 going once. Anybody else? $4,000 going twice. We must press forward. $4,000 Anonymous. We're going to have you investigated, find out who you are so we can thank you in person. Thank you. In the privacy of your homes, give Anonymous a round of applause at $4,000. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, Pam. Thank you, Annika, for being so generous with your bidding. Item number 2, John Stamos. This is a talented guy. It's a virtual meet and greet. The lucky bidder will win a 30-minute virtual meet and greet with actor John Stamos. John Stamos, of course, is an actor and a producer and a musician, a comedian, and a singer, best known for his roles in sitcoms like Full House and the drama ER. He's also played drums occasionally. Honestly, he's like the second-string drummer for the Beach Boys and has been doing that since 1985. He's an avid musician. He's currently starring in Big Shot, which is an upcoming American sports dramedy, which will be streaming on Disney Plus television. And he's been featured more than once in People magazine's Sexiest Man Alive issue. Beat out again. Who wants a virtual date with John? Opening bids are coming in. Dee Fisher realizes the value of a private conversation with John Stamos. Perhaps he'll come up with some good, gritty details about Full House and the wackiness of my friend Bob Saget. Dee opened the bidding at $1,000. Who's in for $1,500 for the virtual visit with John Stamos? What a lot of fun that would be. And you know what? Doesn't mean there can't be more than one person. You can get a crowd of Full House fans in there and talk about the life of this show. They came back on streaming after having a very successful run on network television. Dee Fisher's at $1,000. How about $1,500? Anybody at $1,500? Could we see $1,500? Make our friend John, even though he's the sexiest man alive, he still would be humbled if we were to get a generous bid for the time with him. Dee Fisher's in at $1,000. How about $1,500? Anybody at $1,500 to keep the bidding alive? Dee Fisher's at $1,000. Love to see $1,500. Let's make ourselves proud in front of John. Anybody at $1,500? Here we go. We think we might be just sliding this toward the finish line with Miss Dee Fisher at $1,000. And I think we're going to, let's see. There we go. Bernie Gore is in for $1,250. Thank you, Bernie. We appreciate it. Dean, you want to come back in? How about $1,500? We would love to see $1,500. Bernie's at $1,250. Dee's at $1,000. How about Bernie at D back in at $1,500? Will we do $1,500? Anybody? How are we doing with $1,500? We're at $1,250 at this moment. So easy to bid. Listen, I know some of you there are having little viewing parties in your home. Maybe you could get a consortium of people to bid $100 or $200 a piece, and then you can have the meet and greet with John Stamos and get a whole room full of people. That'll be fun. Everybody can ask their own personal question. Bernie Gore at $1,250. Anybody at $1,500? Help us get a little closer to our goal at $1,500. Anybody? Bernie, you're looking good here, my friend. D. Fisher at $1,000. Bernie Gore at $1,250. Will you have anybody at $1,500? Anybody? Could we see $1,500 to close it out? We don't want to dwell on it. The train has left the station, my friends. We're at $1,250. It goes to Bernie Gore. Going once. Going twice. Bernie, have a fantastic time. And we bless you for your donation of $1,250 for all the great work being done at Hillside. We love you, my friend. Thank you so much. And here's item 3. It's a New York state of mind. Who wouldn't love a trip to New York City? Imagine the first place you go when you can leave your home and get back on an airplane, the Big Apple. We found a way to make a trip to New York even more special. 2 tickets in the Billie Jean King Suite at the 2021 U.S. Open. The legendary tennis pioneer has graciously offered up 2 tickets in her luxury suite for the day session of the first Wednesday of the tournament. That's September 1st, 2021. This is your chance to see Serena and Naomi and Roger or Rafa up close and personal as they chase history right in front of your eyes. The suite is private with comfortable furnishings, televisions, a private restroom, indoor-outdoor seating, and delicious food and drink. Billie Jean, we hear herself, may pop by just to say hello. And we'll help you get there with a $300 airline credit, a $200 MasterCard gift card, and 4 nights in a 1-bedroom suite at the Hilton Grand Vacations Club in Midtown Manhattan. Good for an August 30th arrival and a September 3rd departure. The hotel is perfectly located near the Lincoln Center in Central Park, Carnegie Hall, Fifth Avenue's world-famous shopping. So it's the best sightseeing sights you'll see in the Big Apple. And this is, of course, when you're not walking the grounds of the USTA complex and getting your bite of the Big Apple. This special package is considered priceless. And we'll start the bidding where we've done online with Elizabeth Jackson's very generous start of $2,700. Thank you, Elizabeth. Could we see a bid of $3,000? Keep in mind, you've got 3 or 4 nights at the hotel, this one specific experience on September 1st at the tennis grounds. What fun you'll have. We're at $2,700. Do we have anybody at $3,000 for the fantastic New York trip? What a great way to burst out of quarantine and go to New York City. Anybody at $3,000 to top Elizabeth Jackson's $2,700? Love to see $3,000. This is the Billie Jean King Suite. This is the VIP section. There's no better way to watch tennis other than being in the privacy of your home on TV. This is going to be fun. It's the Wednesday at the start of the tournament. Elizabeth Jackson's at $2,700. Could we see anybody keep us alive at $3,000? What fun for the Big Apple. The photo opportunities. Maybe take a selfie with Billie Jean if she shows up. Maybe take, oh, there's a great one. Stephanie Caroline Fox has bid $3,150. Thank you, Stephanie. Can we go $3,500 now that we have a little momentum? Stephanie Caroline Fox at $3,150. $3,600. Annika Howard, not to be defeated on the last item, is back in there at $3,600. Way to go, Annika. $3,600 our current bid. Anybody at 4? Am I stretching your patience by asking you for $4,000? It's very reasonable when you realize the once-in-a-lifetime experience you will have at the U.S. Tennis Championships. Annika Howard at $3,600. Anybody at $4,000 for this amazing, amazing trip to the Big Apple? $3,600 our current bid. Maybe Stephanie wants to get back into $4,000. Maybe Elizabeth Jackson, realizing she doesn't want the train to leave her at the station, will get back in at $4,000. Annika Howard is at $3,600. Anybody at 4? Let's bump up to $4,000, ladies and gentlemen. A priceless lifetime experience. If you are a tennis enthusiast, if you're a hacker, like 95% of the tennis players in America, this will be a chance to see full-on professional level tennis played right in front of you. Here's a great bid. Ava Herrera at $4,050. Thank you so much, Ava. Ava Herrera at $4,050. Wonderful. How about $4,250? Does anyone want to bump up Ava's bid to $4,250? $4,050. Annika, how about $4,250? Stephanie, how about $4,250? Keep the hope alive. And remember that all of your donations, all of your heartfelt philanthropy go to continue the programs at Hillsides. It's not an exaggeration to say that you are saving lives. If you had a chance to familiarize yourself with some of the personal experiences of these young people, and you will later on tonight with Dr. Drew and Susan, you will understand the value of your donation tonight. Ava's in at $4,050. How about $4,250? Anybody at $4,250? Don't make us wait. Annika, I'm begging you. Stephanie, I'm pleading with you. Anybody at $4,250? Ava's at $4,050. Let's go. We'd love to see $4,250. Can we bump it up to $4,250? $4,250. Don't make us wait. Don't keep us waiting. I mean, delayed gratification can go too far. Does anybody want to increase her bid at $4,050? How about $4,250? Can we close out at $4,250? Anybody? Love to do it. $4,250. It's pie in the sky, I know, but we'd love to see it. All right, Ava Herrera at $4,050 going once. Ava Herrera at $4,050 going twice. Ava, we don't know where you are. We bow in your direction, and we congratulate you and thank you for your generosity on behalf of Hillsides. A $4,050 bid. You're going to have a great time. Next year, you can come back and show us pictures of you and Billie Jean noshing in the Billie Jean King extravaganza booth. Be a lot of fun. Okay, here's item number 4. This is a week at Big Sky. What is it, anyway, about Montana that makes everyone want to move there? Find out with this 1-week stay at the Shoshone Condominium Hotel at the Big Sky Resort in Montana. Experience the service of a hotel with the convenience of a condominium and step out of the resort right onto the ski lifts that take you up the mountain for the winter or summer fun. The hotel features a full-service spa, an outdoor pool, a fitness center, rooms featuring full kitchens, a living area, and balconies where you can soak in the spectacular view. Winter activities include skiing, snowshoeing, and zip lining, while summer activities include golf, mountain biking, zip lining, and hikes. The location is perfectly nestled in Big Sky's mountain village. The best shops all around, the best restaurants all within walking distance. Who's ready to see what all the fuss is about in Montana? This package is valued at $4,500. Let's have a starting bid at $1,800 from Garrett Zabel. Garrett gets us off to a great start, $1,800. Let's go $2,000. Can anybody best Garrett? Nobody can best Garrett, but can anybody increase his bid to $2,000? Garrett, thank you. Anybody at $2,000 for the Montana trip? One of the most beautiful parts of the United States, fresh air and space and no stress and no 405 and turn your phone off and be a human being in the state of Montana. We're at $1,800. Love to see $2,000. Anybody want to bump up Garrett to $2,000? We'd love to see it. Keep in mind, this is a $4,500 retail item. So we are less than half of the retail bid. There's a $22.50 bid. Richard McWhorter rides in here on a white horse and bounces us up to $22.50. Thank you, Richard. We're at $2,250. How about $2,500? Can somebody best Richard at $2,500? $2,250 from Richard McWhorter. Don't think about it. Stephanie Caroline Fox, missing her last opportunity, coming back with a vengeance, has taken us up to $2,700. Thank you, Stephanie. We're at $2,700. Love to see $3,000. Maybe Richard McWhorter will come back in at $3,000. Maybe Garrett Zabel will come back at $3,000. Stephanie's at $2,700. How about $3,000? Can we see three? We're at $2,700. You are literally just an inch above 50% of the retail cost of this trip. It is a value. Again, think in terms of places you would love to go. Take in, look at this. Jim Dorman, $3,150. Jim, we love you, sir. Jim Dorman at $3,150. Could we go $3,250? Anybody at $3,250? $3,250. It's an easy climb. These are short steps to $3,250. Again, you have this amazing opportunity to leave your home finally. You want to pick a place which will bring back memories and reconnect you with your country that you've been deprived of for almost a year. How about $3,250? Jim Dorman's in at $3,150. Richard McWhorter, he heard the bell, $3,600. Thank you, Richard. $3,600 the bid. How about $4,000? Jim, you could slide back in here very easily for $4,000, as could Stephanie, as could Garrett. Anybody at $4,000? $3,600 for the Montana extravaganza. Zip lining in winter, skiing right out the front door to ski in the ski season, and having a wonderful time mountain biking down those amazing hills in the summer, the beautiful vistas, the never-ending horizon. That's why I call it Big Sky Country. We're at $3,600. Richard McWhorter's in at $3,600. We would love to close this item out at $4,000, which is still below the retail value. $4,050. Stephanie, thank you. Stephanie Caroline Fox back in at $4,050. We appreciate you. Could we see $4,250? Would anybody like to keep hope alive at $4,250? $4,250. Jim, how about $4,250? Seems like an easy walk for you. Richard, how about $4,050 at Stephanie? How about $4,250? Anybody at $4,250? Don't wait. We'd love to bring you in at $4,250. I see a couple of potentials there. I know Jim is lurking in the batter's box. He's waiting to be called into the game. And I'm calling you in now at $4,250, Jim. Anybody? Stephanie's at $4,050. Anybody at $4,250? Garrett, how about $4,250? You can get back in at $4,250. Stephanie at $4,050. Anybody to close us out at $4,250? All right, we're going to press forward here. Stephanie Caroline Fox, the current winner at $4,050, going once, $4,050 going twice, and finally, all in, $4,050. The winner is Stephanie Caroline Fox. We love you, Stephanie. Thank you so much for your generosity. It's impossible to describe how much you're helping Hillside and their wonderful educational programs for kids that need it, particularly during the pandemic. We just appreciate you so much. Here's item number 5, 7 nights in Laguna Beach. You can spend 7 nights watching the sunset over Catalina Island at a gorgeous oceanfront home nestled in the beautiful Laguna Beach enclave of Victoria Beach, California. This one-of-a-kind vacation is located literally on the water's edge and is a furnished 2-bedroom condo that sleeps 6, and it only takes about an hour to get there from Los Angeles. You can spend a glorious time in one of the most sought-after vacation homes in Laguna Riviera. And the summertime is unbelievable. You can choose between a private deck or the beach, which is just steps away, literally. In cooler months, you can enjoy an unobstructed view of the ocean as you spot whales or dolphins or sea lions. You can go shopping, dining, and groceries. They're all conveniently literally across the street. The property has 2 private pools and a tennis court for all guests. Folks, this is a dream come true staycation spot, which is valued at $5,000. Who will help me start? Dee Fisher, our friend from the past, who helped us at the beginning of this auction, was in for $3,000. That's the bidding that has accumulated since Wednesday. Thank you, Dee. Who's in for $3,500? How about a $3,500 bid to Best D on the Laguna trip, one of the most beautiful pieces of real estate in Southern California, Laguna Beach. We're at $3,000. How about $3,500? Anybody at $3,500? Just walking around to the beautiful little quaint stores, the tchotchkes you can buy, and the beautiful family-owned coffee shops, and the great shopping experiences. Dee understands that. That's why she's in for $3,000. Love to see $3,500. Anybody at $3,500 for the Laguna Riviera Victoria Beach Extravaganza? Anybody at $3,500? Love to. Richard McWhirter. Boy, is it too early to call him a saint? We appreciate you, Richard. $3,500 is your bid, Richard. $3,500. How about $4,000 for the Laguna Getaway? It's a staycation. The mere fact that you don't have to go through TSA experience at an airport to get to this place is certainly worth a little extra bid on this item. Richard's at $3,500. How about $4,000 for our Laguna Staycation Getaway? $3,500 our current bid. Dee, you want to get back in at $4,000? Could you bounce to $4,000? Love to see Dee Fisher get something. She's a pioneer. She was the first bidder on a couple of these packages. $4,000 from Dee Fisher. Yay, Dee! I give you an early round of applause. Thank you so much. $4,500. Richard, how about $4,500? We're not being picky here. We will certainly be your best friend for $4,500. We're at $4,000. Dee Fisher at $4,000. How about $4,500? Richard, could you see your way to $4,500? It still is less than the $5,000 retail value. Dee Fisher stands at $4,000. Richard, how about $4,000? Richard, there's $4,000. There's my friend Dee, back in at $4,000. Thank you so much. $4,500. Richard, come on in at $4,500. Don't wait. Don't make us wait. Don't make us sweat. Don't make us wonder about your intentions. Come back in at $4,500 and help us to the top on this item. After this, we only have one more item to go, so your chance. There's Richard McWhirter at $4,500. Thank you, Richard. And Dee, will you go an even $5,000? $5,000 brings you up to the exact retail cost, but you can't think of it in those terms. You have to think of it in terms of $5,000 worth of goods and services to an infinite number of young people who will benefit from your generosity at Hillside School. We're at $4,500 from Richard. Anybody at $5,000? Let's see $5,000. Anybody at $5,000? Dee, will you come back in at $5,000? We're getting close. We must press forward. Anybody at $5,000? We have a bid at $4,500 from Richard McWhirter, the very generous man, the philanthropist, the clear-thinking man, the industrialist, the all-around good human being at $4,500. Anybody? Dee, are you back in for maybe $5,000? Anybody? This will be the last chance, ladies and gentlemen. Richard McWhirter stands at $4,500. Can anybody best that? We have $4,500 going once. We have $4,500 going twice. I'm so happy we get a chance to thank Richard. He's been our champion all night. Thank you, Richard. You're our winner at $4,500. We just appreciate you so much. And God willing, one day we'll be able to thank you in person. Here's the last item in the live auction. This is a 5-diamond Mexican getaway, and we're welcoming you to the world of Vedanta. Vedanta is a collection of 5 lavish resorts and various curated vacation experiences located throughout Mexico's most beautiful landscapes, boasting high-end amenities, comfort-filled accommodations, and the best service in Mexico. There's nothing quite like a vacation with Vedanta. You and up to 6 guests will enjoy a luxurious 7-night stay at the Grand Mayan Vedanta. Choose from one of 5 of the Vedanta resorts in Nuevo Vallarta, Los Cabos, Acapulco, Puerto Peñasco, or Riviera Maya in Cancun. This is an almost 2,000 square foot suite. It features 2 bedrooms. These are 2 kings with 3 sofa pullouts as well, 2 full baths with 1 jacuzzi tub, a spacious terrace with plunge pool, living and dining spaces, 3 LCD televisions, and endless activities, including designer golf courses, tennis, and excursion options. And rest assured that Vedanta extraordinary standards will ensure the health and safety of all the guests, including regular, extensive resort cleanings and on-site resort testing services. Vedanta has received the prestigious Travel and Leisure World's Best Award for top 10 hotels in Mexico. This was awarded to Nuevo Vallarta, and the Condé Nast Traveler Reader's Choice Award for top 10 hotels in eastern Mexico. That would be for Riviera Maya. This trip is valued at $7,700. Who's ready to get away to Mexico with a starting bid of anything over, thanks to Cindy Messias, $3,770. That gives us a great base coat, Cindy. We appreciate your generosity. All of our live auction items have been online since Wednesday, and Cindy sees a value when she sees one. $3,770. Let's take it easy to let people get on the train. How about a $4,000 bid for one of the 5 Vedanta resort vacations for $4,000? Would anybody jump in at $4,000? Cindy Messias, we'd love to see you bested. No offense. Would anybody come in at $4,000? We'd love to see a bid of $4,000. We're at $3,770. We have, just for your information, Corinda Perkins, who came in at a $3,000 bid, but Cindy Messias has bested that at $3,770. Would anybody see fit to come in at $4,000 to just bolster the wonderful educational programs at Hillside? We would love you for it. $3,770, our current bid. We'd love to see $4,000. Anybody at $4,000? This is your last opportunity with the live auction section to make a generous donation to Hillside. We're at $3,770. We do have 2 bidders up here. And I'll tell you, there we go. Look at Laura Lynn Derringer at $4,540. Thank you, Laura Lynn. That's awesome. We're up above the $4,000 level, and we'd love to see maybe $4,750 to bump up Laura Lynn's bid. Can we see $4,750? Anybody? Could we get close to $4,750? Cindy Messias, I'd love to see you come back in at $4,750. You deserve to take this trip. You've worked so hard over the last year. You've put up with everyone's nonsense. You deserve to take this trip and have a wonderful time. Would you come back in at $4,750? We stand with Laura Derringer's generous bid of $4,540. We're trying to bump to $4,750. Do we have anybody bidding higher? Cindy, I'm going to make you an offer here. We have worked with Vedanta in the past. They are so adamant about exposing Southern California to their 5 luxurious resorts that they are willing to make a pretty incredible sacrifice. I have Laura Lynn Derringer, Cindy, at $4,540. Cindy, if you would come up to $4,540, equal to Laura Lynn's donation, I can give 2 of these packages away. Am I appealing to you? Am I massaging your heart? Do you understand the value of this? If Cindy Messias, you were able to bump up to Laura Lynn's level at $4,540, I can give 2 packages away at that level, and Hillside can make twice the amount of money, and we'll be making a total of $9,000 to support their astonishing education programs. So Cindy, I don't know where you are in your home. I don't know if you're in a bathrobe or in a sweatsuit or where you are. If you can possibly react to what I'm offering you, if you can come up to Laura Lynn's level of $4,540, we will, oh my gosh, we just got bested. Corinda Perkins, who was in earlier tonight at $3,000, has just made a huge leap up to $5,310. Thank you, Corinda. We love you, and we just appreciate it so much. And I will make the same offer to Corinda and Laura Lynn as I made earlier. Laura Lynn, you're not too far below. You're in the neighborhood. You're in the zip code of Corinda's bid. If Laura Lynn, you would be willing to bring your bid up to $5,310, I can sell 2 packages at that level. I hate to pass up this opportunity. It's a wonderful experience offered by Vedanta. We don't take their offer lightly. Laura Lynn, give us a signal. Send up a smoke signal. Send a carrier pigeon and let us know if you'll go to the $5,310 level. What? Okay. So we're going to sell 1 right now because we don't want to put anybody on the spot. So Corinda Perkins wins the trip to one of the 5 Vedanta resorts at $5,310. Corinda, we bow in your direction. And Laura Lynn and Cindy and the others, we just appreciate your help as well. We did really well. $5,310. We just love it. Well, I must tell you, thank you so much for your enthusiasm with the live auction. We're going to give you another chance to help raise some money for Hillside in just a second. But I want to introduce a person that really needs no introduction. Dr. Drew and Susan have been so devoted to the good work at Hillside for so many years. We are forever in their debt. And right now, Dr. Drew and Susan would like to introduce a client testimonial. Guys?
I'm Dr. Drew Pinsky.
I'm Susan Pinsky, and welcome new and old friends to Hillsides Gala.
That's right, the Raising Hope Virtual Gala. We have been supporting Hillsides for over 2 decades. I was originally introduced to Hillsides by a patient of mine who brought me onto the campus, and since I'd worked at a psychiatric hospital for many years, I knew immediately that this was an extraordinary institution. And we'd like to share a short video with you that shows the impact that Hillsides and their staff has on their clients.
Many different problems, I suppose. Some frustration, anxiety, depression, all like simultaneously.
He started cutting himself, and he was very aggressive towards himself, not to anybody else, but himself. He was going down, and he was going down fast.
Here at our Family Resource Centers, we provide mental health services to children, youth, and their families. When he came in, he was struggling a lot of, depressive symptoms, a lot of hopelessness, a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, and just really felt for him. It took us quite a while to really build a rapport with each other to get him to talk.
I saw Adrian opening up. He will express his feelings. He will understand his condition.
And kind of with that support, I guess change is really possible, even in like very low points in life.
At 14 years old, I lost my parents 3 months apart. I think I wasn't even over the death of my mom before my dad passed away. So at 14 years old, I completely went numb. So I think within a matter of a week and a half after my dad passed away, I went into the foster system. At first I was ecstatic, like, okay, we don't have to sleep on a rugged old mattress. We get an opportunity to kind of get some of these things back on track.
So here at Youth Moving On, we work with transitional age youth, ages 16 to 25, to help them get housing. These are kids who are either former foster, former probation, who are experiencing some type of homelessness or mental health issues.
He came in with a really positive attitude from the start. He was always friendly and always willing to help. Yeah, Miles, after he started working, he started gaining confidence. We started budgeting, which was awesome. He was always open to any suggestions I had. In terms of case management, he was never resistant.
Yeah, my feelings about moving into an apartment and getting therapy and resource help was probably one of the best feelings I can still remember to this day. I still get the butterflies. When I walked through, my first day that I walked through the doors of Hillsides and I saw my apartment, I got food, was probably the biggest deep breath I've ever taken. I eventually want to go back to school, get my master's degree in social work. Without the help of you guys, I wouldn't be where I am myself. I wouldn't be able to say that I'm emotionally sound, financially sound, and physically sound.
Well, there is another powerful reminder of the incredible work Hillside does to turn lives around. Just imagine what might have happened to Adrian or Miles were it not for Hillside support. You heard it yourself. Both of these young men were changed for the better by Hillsides. And it's now time to help Hillsides reach even more clients like Adrian and Miles with your support. It's time for a live paddle auction. So please make sure you are logged onto the event page and click on the tab at the top that says auction, and you'll see a button for the paddle auction, and then you'll see the various delineations of how you can donate. It's instant. It's one click. You'll see the thermometer rise, and I know we're going to do really well. Let's take a look now. The paddle auction is an opportunity for you to bid tonight for educational enrichment and expressive arts, and help our students receive a quality education during the pandemic. Let's see how much we can give directly to Hillsides Educational Center, benefiting children and youth. It's also an opportunity to thank and recognize the incomparable Joe Costa for his 11 years of leadership of Hillsides and bid him a happy retirement. Joe's given so much to Hillsides, and this is your chance to give back in his honor. Is there anybody out there tonight that would donate $10,000? Come on in for $10,000. You're making a life-changing investment. We would love to thank you on the air for a $10,000 bid. If you'd like to bid the 10, all you have to do is look at these wonderful bids we're seeing now. Garrett Zabel's at $100. Our thermometer is going up. When we get to the top, two things happen. We've reached our goal, and you might have COVID when the thermometer gets all the way to the top. Here's an anonymous bid at $10,000. Bless you, anonymous. Lily Wang's in for $250. Anybody at $10,000 before we leave this high territory? Anybody at 10? You're making a life-changing investment. Is there anybody out there that wishes to donate $5,000? Click that $5,000 tab. It's one. Let's raise money for educational enrichment. Anybody at the $5,000 level? I would love to thank you. We've raised $27,143 with this paddle auction already, and we're just getting started. Anybody at the $5,000 level, please click and be recognized. Stacy Hobson at $250. Would anybody like to donate at the $2,500 level? If you do, don't wait. Click on the $2,500 level on your easy to locate tab. And Barbara Martine has donated $500, and we appreciate you, Barbara, so much. Anybody who wishes to donate $1,000, hit that tab for the $1,000 level and be recognized. Marisol Barrios is in at $500. Thank you, Marisol. Anybody at the $1,000 level? There's $500 at Annika Howard, one of our great bidders earlier tonight. Would anybody like to stay in at the $500 level? We'd like to see $500. Anybody at $500? You can make a difference. Every bit of generosity you show tonight is appreciated at any level. Anybody to donate at the $500 level. James J. Keatley is in for $1,000, and we appreciate you, James. Thank you so very much. We're up above $31,293 now. Lauren Plichta is in for $1,000. Thank you so much, Lauren, for your generosity. Any others that we should recognize here before we get too far away? We're 31,000. This is fantastic for our virtual fundraiser this year. Would anybody like to donate $250? If you'd like to donate $250, think. You know, your valet parking might have cost you that much. Sure, were we at the hotel? Kay Johnstone's in for $500. Thank you, Kay, so much. Dan Harper for $1,000. We love you, Dan. Curtis Roger Ebeling, the $250. That's a very expensive name. I'm not surprised he's generous to donate $250. Anybody else? Patty M. McAllister at $1,000. Thank you for bumping us up over $34,000, Patty. Anyone else we can say hello to? We're starting to run a very low-grade fever now with that thermometer, and we appreciate it. Phyllis D'Ambra at $1,000. Thank you so much, Phyllis. That's very generous. We're up above 35,000 now, and let's see how we're doing. Anybody else? We don't want to leave anybody behind. Susan Klein donates $118. That's an interesting figure, Susan. It sounds like the tax on a recent purchase, $118. Anybody else we can thank as we get up over $35,160? Mrs. Shonda Olson for $1,000. Thank you so much, Shonda. And we'll recognize one other person before we press forward here. Keep in mind that as the program continues tonight, you can continue to bid. You're in the auction page. You're in the paddle auction subgroup, and you can continue to bid. Pam Mahon, we can never thank her enough. $500. Thank you so much, Pam, for being so lovely. You and your family both, so talented. Anybody else? As we climb over $36,661. Look at that thermometer. We're doing well. Mrs. Catherine Solani, $2,500. That deserves a singular round of applause. Thank you to Lisa Suzanne Donahue Warren. Is that all one person? Thank you for your amazing donation. We're tickling $40,000. Look how the thermometer rises. That would be enough to get you out of school tomorrow if that was your temperature. Bhavna Bhakta has donated $100. Thank you so much. Sandra Zuniga at $25. Any amount of money is just appreciated from the bottom of our hearts. $39,336. We'll do one more recognition before we press forward here. Anyway, we would like to thank everybody for your bids. Thank you for continuing to create lasting change for children, for youth, and for families. And remember that you can always come back during the program or after the event to make any donation to Hillsides. Well, that's a wrap for me tonight, and as I bid you a fond farewell until next year, it's an honor to serve as your MC and auctioneer. It is every year. Please help me welcome back our honorary chair, Joe Costa, one last time. Joe?
Thank you, Fritz, for another fantastic stint as MC of our event and live auction. You are a true class act. This has been a night to remember, and one that I am so honored to be a part of. And it is another incredible honor to introduce our new CEO, Stacy Ross, to all of you. I joined Hillsides 11 years ago and have had the pleasure of working alongside Stacy for all of my tenure. I have watched her handle any challenge she has faced at Hillsides with tenacity and passion to best help the children we serve. Stacy has implemented countless initiatives during her tenure at Hillsides that have ensured our financial well-being and, most importantly, brought innovative new treatment approaches to Hillsides that have had dramatic results on the outcome of nearly all we treat. Stacy is the best choice to lead Hillsides, and I am thrilled to pass the baton to her as I head on to my next chapter. I'm happy to introduce Stacy to you.
Thank you, Joe. It's been an honor to work with you in support of our mission, and we will miss your leadership. There's a saying, dance with the one that brought you. Joe, you will always be one of my dance partners. I took on this new role at the beginning of the pandemic, and to say it has been a challenge would be an understatement. But we have built a terrific team that has adapted to every change and ensured that our level of care never lessened. We went virtual with any service that could be provided online, and we safely secured our residential locations for our many youth residents and staff who treat them. We've seen major upticks in the need for our services across our program areas, and we are staring down a budget shortfall due to the recession. That is why it's so important that we hold this gala fundraiser tonight and invite you all to join us in support of proven treatments and services that help our most vulnerable. We thank you, Joe, for your 11 years of dedication to Hillsides and your 30 years of helping communities. You are a true champion of our community, and we would like to present you with this Lifetime Achievement Award on behalf of Hillsides and the countless lives you have touched. And that concludes our program this evening. Thank you all for attending our Raising Hope virtual gala. Hope is integral in life and, frankly, what gets us out of bed in the morning. Additionally, all of you give me hope and motivate me to help children, youth, and families heal, grow, and thrive. Please remember that you can continue to bid on silent auction items until tomorrow at 2 p.m. Get your bids in and win your item. And please stay on and enjoy a closing performance from Nancy Wilson of Heart, Davy Johnstone, and John Mahone of the Elton John Band. Thank you again for your support of Hillsides. Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.